Hi guys, I'm Alex, and today I'm going to be talking about The Ordinary skincare. I decided to talk about that today because I've been using it for about 6 months now, and it's completely gotten rid of my acne. And I do have a couple little spots right there. That's the only spot on my face that I have a little breakout happening, but that is because I had some dairy when I've been on a dairy-free diet for a while now, so my skin, whenever I cheat on that diet, I always get like a little breakout. So that's not caused by anything other than me having some dairy when I wasn't supposed to. I decided to talk about The Ordinary today because it is the first acne treatment that I tried. It's not just for acne, it's for a lot of different skin problems, but I've tried it for my acne, and it's the first one that I've tried in my life that I don't have to keep repurchasing because my skin has become so dependent on it. I've tried Proactiv in the past, and that my skin was extremely dependent on. I had to buy it every couple of months, and as soon as my skin got good, I would stop using it, and about 2 months after I stopped using it, my acne would get really bad again and I'd have to buy it. And I think that's exactly what Proactiv wants, is that cycle of you repurchasing their product. These actually, they help your skin, and you use them when you need them. You use them when you feel like you need them, but you're not dependent on them. And I think that's amazing. It's really helped my skin so much that I don't really need to wear any makeup on my face. Well, no one needs to wear makeup on their face, but I don't feel like I have to wear makeup on my face. I feel fine and confident going out makeupless, and that's something very new to me because I've never really been comfortable with my natural skin going out with nothing on, like not even a little bit of cover up or anything. So today I'm going to be talking about the products that I have, and I'll give you a little background on my skin type. I have extremely oily skin. I get that from my mom. And I also have, like I said, acne prone skin. Pretty much anything I try will give me acne when I first try it. This didn't though, which is
That's crazy.
I've not tried something in a long time that hasn't given me some sort of breakout. And I also have fairly sensitive skin, so all of those things I took into consideration when I was buying the products that I thought would work for my skin. And that's one of the great things about The Ordinary, is that you can personalize your skincare and you can switch it up the next time if you feel like, oh, I didn't really like that product, but I want to try this one. And it's so affordable, and God, it's so simple too. So this is what I'm like at a window, so this is not gonna be great, but this is what the bottles look like. They're very simple. I love this kind of packaging, simplistic, minimalistic. If I was gonna make a skincare line or anything, I'd make it like this, like just white, simple glass, like frosted glass. So I'm gonna give you a little excerpt. Is that the word? I hope that's right. On the products that I got and what they've done for me, what they're supposed to do, and then you can decide if that's something that you think would work for your skin. But if you're someone who has dry skin, the products that I have probably are, like, maybe 1 or 2 of them will be fine for you. You can just go on to DCM, I believe is the name of the mother company that has The Ordinary skincare. Yeah, they don't say too much. Like on the bottle, it doesn't really say what you're supposed to do. Like there's no directions. It's kind of all up to you. You decide what works for you, or you figure out what works for you. And I think that's kind of fun. It's kind of like, it's new. This whole thing is just so new, because how many products are out there that are weird colors and they're scented and all of this stuff. This is just straight up what you want and what you need in skincare, and I think that's amazing. So all of them they're uncolored, unscented, which is great, and that's great for sensitive skin like mine. I was introduced to this by my older sister. I need some water. Okay, I was introduced to this by my older sister she has really dry skin. I think hers is sensitive too, but I may be making that up. She bought a couple of products from DCM, or The Ordinary, and then she went back a second time and bought the things that she really loved, and she tried a couple new things, and she bought a buttload of the niacinamide, which is probably my favorite product by The Ordinary. I've only tried 7 of their products. I want to try some more. The niacinamide is the first one that I tried. It's the one that she gave me. She said,
Like, try it out, like, so amazing.
I'd heard of it, but like I don't know, like I kind of like wait for things to gain popularity so I can read more reviews about it and like have a really sure idea whether I'll like it or not. But I tried this
Before it was popular, so...
Oh my god, I hate myself. So I've actually seen this becoming more popular in the last couple of months. I've seen it in people's like Instagrams and Instagram stories, Snapchats, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it's just gaining more popularity right now, and it's just gonna keep gaining popularity because it's so amazing. I didn't really see too much about it when I first was introduced to it, so I was a little iffy about it. However, I did just like bite the bullet, and I used it the night that my sister had given it to me, and I didn't even read about it. I had no idea what it was gonna do. She just said to like kind of put a thin layer on my face, so that's what I did. And I actually, when I put it on, I washed my face off, I put the niacinamide on. I sat down and I watched some YouTube videos on The Ordinary products just to learn a little bit more about them. And while I was sitting watching the YouTube videos, I could feel my face kind of like, not tingling, but just like the stuff on it drying, you know, when you, it kind of is like a tickly feeling for me. So I was like, and like I like went up and like I felt my face and I was like, holy crap, man, that is soft. And I was like so surprised. My face hasn't been that soft in a long time. I went to the bathroom just to look in the mirror to see just like if it was making my face red or agitated. Not that it hurt or anything, like nothing felt uncomfortable about it. I just kind of like, I'd look for those things in case something happened. One time I put a face mask on and I washed it off and my entire face was like red where the mask had been, and like I had like these like white circles where my eyes were and like everywhere else was red, and it was terrifying. So I kind of have like this like fear that something like that is gonna happen like anytime I put something on my face. So I went to look at my face in the mirror and my skin looked so even. Like my skin, my complexion looked super even. My red spots that I had looked diminished, and this is just in like an hour or so, not very long at all. And this change had happened and I was floored. So I immediately fell in love with that. I haven't had that same like, I feel like the first time you use it, it's so dramatic, the change in your skin, the feel of it. But after that, it's kind of like, it's not as dramatic, but it keeps your skin so even looking and so beautiful. And I believe the niacinamide, let me find it, it's for keeping blemishes away. It says on here, niacinamide 10%, zinc 1%. I always want to say 5% for some reason. So zinc is actually really good for keeping acne at bay. I know that for a fact. I'm not sure about the niacinamide. I hope I'm saying that right. So it says it's a high-strength vitamin and mineral blemish formula. So this one I'll put this on every day. I usually would put it on in the morning. It does make your skin a little sticky after you put it on. The consistency, I would say, of pretty much all of the Ordinary serums, I'm gonna call them serums, that's pretty much what they are. They're all, this one, it's kind of cloudy, this one is, some of them are clearer, and it looks like a liquid, but it's very much a slippery gel. It's very easily spreadable. You can use just like a pea-sized dot on your finger, and that can cover, I would say, most of this part of your face, and then you need one more dot for like everywhere else. You don't need very much, but I'm obsessed with putting like way too much of everything on my skin and my body, so I use probably more than I should. But again, if you use more, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing bad's gonna happen. If you use too little, you're still gonna get results. So it doesn't matter how much you use. I don't think I'm maybe giving you false information. It seems as though you make it up, however much you want to use, when you want to use it, stuff like that. So actually, next I'm going to talk about the vitamin C. It's called the ascorbyl glucoside solution 12%, and this is a brightening serum with stabilized vitamin C derivative. This one, it comes in a darker bottle because it is affected by sunlight. This one you cannot wear at the same time. So other than these two, I believe, you can layer any of the other serums together, but the vitamin C one, or the glucoside, the ascorbyl glucoside, and the niacinamide, you shall not wear together. I'm not sure why, I can't remember. Something about them is just too agitating to the skin, I believe is what I read. So you can use them in the same day. Sorry, I'm literally sitting on my floor because I have a really small house and I don't have very many places to film, and my dogs were attacking me. They weren't, but they're jumping up on me. They're very hyper today. I was trying to film in another part of the house and they were jumping on me, and this is the only room I can lock myself in. That sounds so mean. I don't lock myself away from my dogs, just when I'm filming. You can wear them in the same day. So like, let's say you put the niacinamide on in the morning and then the ascorbyl glucoside on at night. And that's probably the best way to do it if you're gonna do it like that, because like I said, this makes your skin, or this is affected by UV, I believe, or just like the sun. And this one, if you wear this in the morning, you have to wear sunscreen. I don't like wearing sunscreen. It breaks me out and I don't like all the chemicals in it. I'd rather just stay out of the sun. I wear this one at night only. This one makes my skin feel fairly similar to how the night... I'm gonna like put these up here so I don't get them all mixed up after I talk about them. So this one makes my skin feel fairly similar to the niacinamide. It makes my skin feel a little tighter when I put it on, which I like that feeling. But since I wear that one at night, I don't really notice anything else about it, except when I wake up in the morning, my skin, it looks so bright. Like, it makes the under eye look brighter. Anywhere on your face that would normally be dark and dull, it makes look really bright and awake. So I really like that one. I'm gonna repurchase that one. That's one that I've been testing out, and I wasn't so sure about it when I first bought it, but now I'm like, yes, yes. So this one is their salicylic acid in 2%, and this is for blemish prone skin. That one I put all over my face in the mornings usually. I love putting just that. If I'll skip the niacinamide, everything else, I'll just put salicylic acid on my skin, my entire face, a thin layer of it before I put makeup on. If I want it to look real good all through the day, then I'll put that on. For some reason, that is like a great base for me. It doesn't keep my makeup on longer, but it makes my makeup look so smooth and flawless when I put it on. So yeah, I'm not sure why it does that, but it also is keeping my zits at bay, and I love that. So that one I would highly recommend if you have acne prone skin, and I believe the salicylic acid and the niacinamide are the combo that are keeping my acne at bay. I had a lot of cystic acne on this part of my face. I get them everywhere, but I get it mostly here, and I get a lot in between my eyebrows and sometimes on my neck and my jawline, which is like, it's just, cystic acne really sucks because as much as you can cover up the discoloration it causes, you have a bump there. It's painful and it lasts months sometimes. I still actually have a bump on my neck from a cystic acne breakout that was months and months ago. Like, I can't even, it was before Christmas and it's May now, so it's the end of May. So the salicylic acid, I have not had a cystic acne breakout since I've started using The Ordinary skincare. So I would highly recommend you try it if you have cystic acne. I'm not saying it's gonna cure you, but you might as well try it. You gotta try it. It's simple. It's ordinary, you know? The next product I'm gonna talk about with this one. So I have I don't know how to say this, hyaluronic acid in 2% plus B5. And this is alpha arbutin, 2% plus HA. Sorry, my nails look so gross. I need to paint them. I hate having naked nails. So the hyaluronic acid is a hydration support formula with ultra pure vegan hyaluronic acid. I don't like saying that word. My understanding of hyaluronic acid is that it doesn't actually add moisture, but it keeps moisture in. So let's say you wash your face and you still have some like moisture from the water. You will put this on your face and it will keep that moisture in, or you can add on your favorite moisturizer. I know The Ordinary has some moisturizers. I have not bought one yet, but I really want to. So I'm gonna do that next time I'm stocking up. I like to actually put on my favorite moisturizer. I'll show you guys in another video of some of my favorite other skincare products, because I don't just use The Ordinary. I use The Ordinary to support the other things that I use, but I really don't use that much. But anyway, I put my favorite moisturizer on, and then I'll put this hyaluronic acid with the alpha arbutin, and the alpha arbutin is supposed to, I hope I'm saying that right, I'm probably so annoying. I believe it's supposed to get rid of, what does it say? A concentrated serum with 2% purified alpha arbutin and hyaluronic acid. I thought that was cool because it actually has the hyaluronic acid in it, and I just decided, I just decided to mix these because I actually read about this, and this is supposed to lighten acne scars and discoloration, which I had a lot of. I don't really have any right now because of this. And I read about it, and they're like, oh, it's like really bleaching and stuff like that. So I was kind of scared I was gonna have like these whiter like spots on my face. So I was kind of nervous about it. So I wanted to dilute it with something, and I thought the best thing to dilute it with was the hyaluronic acid, because the other ones kind of have like, they're like acne fighting, or like the vitamin C serum is supposed to lighten your skin as well. So I thought this one would be the least likely to have some sort of what's the word? Nope, it's not coming. Interaction. God, that doesn't feel right either, but it's like, it's close to what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's right. It's right. Interaction. I thought they would have no... Yeah, okay, so I mix these. I'll put a nice little puddle on my finger of this, and then a little puddle of this. I mix them together. A puddle. What am I saying? So I mix them together in my hands. I just found some gum. I'll just spread that all over my face. There's not one product here that I have that I use as a spot treatment. I know a lot of people use the salicylic acid as a spot treatment. Oh, I was going to mention that. So my sister, who introduced me to The Ordinary, she has really dry skin, and she said to beware of the salicylic acid and to only use it as a spot treatment, which I did, and I just felt like I wasn't doing it enough. Did you hear that? As a spot treatment. And I really, I like it so much better as, oh, it also, God, this video is going to be so long. The salicylic acid, I love that under my makeup as well because it keeps my oil at bay. I do not have the incredible amount of oil coming through my makeup and making it slip around and stuff when I use the salicylic acid, and it's not like it messes my skin up. There are some things I've used where they mattify your skin, and actually those clog my pores up and it makes me oilier because then I'm using more products to get rid of my acne and stuff like that. So the salicylic acid, I can use it one day to keep my oil at bay. Let's say I'm going to a party or something and I want my makeup to look really good. I don't want to look too oily. I'll use that. The next day, I don't use it. It's not like my oil production is any higher than it would have been normally. So I love the salicylic acid for keeping my oil at bay. Like I was saying, I don't use any of these as a spot treatment, but you absolutely can. So some people use the alpha arbutin as a spot treatment to just put it on those spots that are darker or discolored. But I like to put it all over my face, and I mix it with the hyaluronic acid. So I like using those two, and I'll use those two at night because the combo is very sticky feeling, and I don't like that sticky feeling throughout the day. It makes me want to wash my face all day. The last one that I have in this little bottle, or this type of bottle, is the lactic acid in 5% plus HA. It's a mild lactic acid superficial peeling formulation. This one I was kind of nervous to use because it says it's a peeling formulation, and I don't want my skin to peel. I really don't. But I actually use this in a mask kind of form. This is the most liquidy of all of the Ordinary products that I have. This one's the same consistency as water. It's very drippy. And this one I actually, when I'm using it, I'll drip it on my face, and as I'm dripping it, I rub it in. Otherwise, I feel like I lose a lot of product. If I drip it in my fingers or on my hands, it just drips through my fingers and into my sink, and I don't want to pour that down the drain. So I drop it onto my face and I rub it in as it's coming out of the dropper. And this I leave on for an hour or two. Let's say I'm vacuuming and cleaning the house, something like that, or I'm watching a movie. Then I'll leave it on, and then I wash it off after a couple of hours or an hour. And that actually, it makes my skin feel so smooth when I wash it off. I did sleep with that on one time, and it did seem to irritate my skin a bit. I woke up and my skin looked more red than normal. So I wouldn't recommend sleeping in it. However, some people I'm sure could. And this is the lower end of the percentage of lactic acid that you can buy. I believe there's a 10% or a 12% on the Ordinary or DCM website that you can buy, and you're supposed to like work your way up. I don't think I would. I'm happy with the 5%, and yeah, I recommend that one just for like restarting your skin. It's kind of like peeling away, or peeling. It doesn't actually cause your skin to peel at all, but it is resurfacing it and making it fresh again. So I like to use that like maybe once a week or a little longer than that. The other ones, I use them, not all of them every day, but I alternate between, I use at least one of them every day is what I'm trying to say. So the last thing that I got is the glycolic acid in 7%. It's a toning solution, and it's in pH, not in, but like it has a pH of 3.6. I don't know if that's like the pH that your skin is supposed to be. I have no idea, but I really like this toning solution. Again, I don't use this one every day. I actually treat the glycolic acid and lactic acid very similar, so I wear the toning solution like a mask. I'll put it on just like any other toner, and then I'll leave it on for like an hour or two, clean the house, do something, I don't know, and then I'll wash it off. For some reason with the glycolic acid, after I wash that one off, I always put the niacinamide on after, and I just love that combo. For me, for some reason, that one, it makes my skin really soft and great. So yeah, so that's all of the products that I've tried so far. I love all of them in their own individual ways. If I were to pick my favorite, like I said, it's the niacinamide. However, that's just for my skin type. If you don't suffer from acne, then one of these other ones will probably be a favorite for you, or maybe one that I don't even have here that's on the website. They also have oils on, The Ordinary has oils. They have a rosehip oil and like different pressed oils. I chose not to get one just because I'm not a huge fan of oils, but yeah, they have so many products that you can look at and try, and I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but it's super, super affordable, and I think that's amazing So pretty much everyone can try this product if they want to. It's not like it's $100 per bottle. Some of them are only around $6, which is so amazing. I'm so happy for that, especially because this actually works. You can mix it up, mix and match, try a couple things, see what works, see what doesn't, and then go back and buy the things that you liked or try something new. It's just amazing. I really recommend you guys try this stuff. I'm not being sponsored at all. This is just like me wanting to help you guys. If you suffer from some sort of skin problem, this can probably help you, and I want to help you. There's nothing worse than feeling uncomfortable in your skin and wanting to like just go out without makeup on, but feeling like you can't because people are staring at your spots and stuff like that. I've gone through that, and it can really upset you when your skin doesn't look the way that you wished it did. So I want to let you guys know about The Ordinary and help you to get that perfect skin that you're looking for. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'm going to come out with some more. I have some ideas already of other videos that I want to film. And yeah, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos by me, subscribe. Thank you. Bye.